Welcome to Yoga with Subhash. In this video, I'll be presenting a basic integral yoga routine, 1 hour long, comprising of asana, yoga nidra, and pranayama practices. So let's get started. Let's close the eyes and sit in a very comfortable sitting posture, any asana that's natural and comfortable for you. Try to keep the spine nice and tall, upright, elongated and vertical. Keeping the head, neck, and the trunk in alignment. Just making sure you're very comfortable, no strain. Relax the hands, arms and shoulders. Allow the shoulders to hang loose. Relax the neck muscles. Soften the facial muscles. And begin to watch your breath now as you inhale and exhale. Observe the flow of breath at the tip of the nose. Just monitoring the breath, maintaining the natural rhythm of breathing. Okay, let's recite Om 3 times now. Take a deep breath in. Okay, let's open the eyes softly now. And we'll do the eye exercise and we'll do circular rotation of the eyes. So keep the head in the center, spine comfortably tall. Let's look up toward the ceiling and begin to move the eyes in a clockwise rotation now. So you're trying to make a large circle with the eyes, keeping the movement of the eyes continuous and smooth, head staying steady in the center, and trying to exercise the eye muscles by stretching the eyes in every direction as you create a large circle with the eye movement. As the eyes reach the top next, center the eyes, close, rest for a moment. Open the eyes again, look up, and then this time move the eyes in the opposite direction. So counterclockwise rotation, full circle. Again, try to stretch the eyes in every direction. No strain though. This helps exercise the eye muscles, keeping the eyes nice and healthy, nicely lubricated, no itching or dryness. As the eyes reach the top next, center the eyes and close. Let's rub the palms briskly now. Make a cup over the eyes, covering the eyes softly, not pressing against the eyes. And now gently rub the eyelids and the eyebrows. Light massage around the eyes. And finally release the hands. Softly open the eyes. We'll get ready for the Marjarasana, which is the cat and cow stretch. So come up on your hands and knees. Position the hands vertically, directly under the shoulders. Spread the fingers wide, palms flat and firm. Knees under the hips. As you inhale, lift the head up and the tailbone up. Dip the navel down toward the floor. That will create a nice arch in the spine. As you exhale, lift the navel up, but lower the chin down and tuck the tailbone in. And do this movement for a few more breaths. Once again, inhale, creating an arch by dipping the navel down, looking up. Exhale, rounding the spine, lifting the navel up, chin against the chest. Couple more breaths. As you finish the next exhalation, bring the spine back to the neutral tabletop position for a moment. And now, if you're comfortable, sit up in the Vajrasana, which is to sit on the heels. If that's not comfortable, you can go cross-legged in the Sukhasana. And at this point, we'll do one round of Kapalabhati. It's a breathing practice where we force the breath out in a short burst and simultaneously suck the belly in sharply, focusing the lower part of the belly, and pull those muscles in toward the spine, sharp. Okay, start when you're ready. Now exhale completely, and then bring your breathing back to your normal, natural pattern of breath. In your home practice, you can develop Kapalabhati slowly. Start maybe only with about 40 to 50 breaths in a single round, and then slowly over time build up almost to about 100 or 120 breaths. But go slow, go at a pace that feels comfortable for you. And now we'll get ready for Surya Namaskara, sun salutation. So let's come up to a standing position. Come close to the top of the mat. Bring the feet together, flat, evenly distributed across the soles of the feet. As you exhale, bring the palms together. While inhaling, stretch the arms straight out in front, raise them up. Try and pull the hands up first, then push them back behind the ears. And if it's comfortable, look up toward the hands. As you exhale, begin to bend forward slowly. Keep the arms against the ears initially. Keep the spine elongated. Go as far as you can comfortably and then slowly drop the hands down toward the toes, and also try and drop the chest close to the thighs, only if it's comfortable. And bend the knees. Position the palms right alongside the feet on the floor. And as you inhale, swing the left foot back all the way. Slide the foot back. Place the knee down. Lift the head and chest up while dropping the buttocks down. As you exhale, bring the right foot back into the downward facing dog. So you're lifting the buttocks up toward the ceiling. Pressing the heels back to the floor, closer to the floor behind you, looking at your feet. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Bring the knees, chest and the chin down to the floor. It's called the Ashtanga Mudra. 8 limbs on the floor. Release the abdomen down. Slowly lift the head up, chest up. In the first round, we'll lift the palms off the floor as well. Lift the palms up. Use the upper body strength to try to lift the chest even higher if comfortable. Palms down. Pressing with the palms. As you exhale, go back to the downward facing dog. Again, buttocks lifted up, heels pressed downwards. Lift the head up. Let's bring the left foot forward, all the way up between the palms. Right knee down. Slide the left foot forward so it comes right between the palms. Look up, head up, buttocks down. Now as you exhale, bring the right foot forward, bring the feet together. Knees are straight at this point if comfortable. If you have to bend the knees, that's fine, slightly. But bend over into the Uttanasana, trying to get the hands close to the toes. And then stretch the arms straight out in front against the ears, L shape of the body. And while inhaling, start stretching up. Try and pull the hands up and push the arms back behind the ears. Look up. And as you exhale, straighten the body up. And then finally, release the arms down. Relax now. Take a couple of easy breaths. Get ready for the next round. So bring the feet together. As you exhale, palms together. And this time, bring the arms out to the side all the way. And then as you inhale, raise the arms up toward the ceiling. Pull the hands up, push the arms back behind the ears. Look up. As you exhale, begin to bend forward now. Again, as you bend forward, keep the arms against the ears. Spine elongated, go all the way. Drop the hands finally. Bring the hands behind the back. We'll interlock the fingers behind the back and then rolling the shoulders back. As you inhale, lift the hands up toward the ceiling. As you exhale, see if you can drop the chest to close the gap with the thighs. So it should be a very natural effort, no strain. Now bring the hands down, bend the knees again, place the palms alongside the feet on the floor and then the right foot back this time. We'll do a variation called the Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana. So place the right foot flat on the ground, right leg is straight, come up straight with the body completely facing the side wall. So your heels, knees, buttocks and shoulders, they are all in a single vertical plane, parallel to the side wall. Stretch the arms straight out in line with the shoulders. Pull the hands away from you as you inhale and drop the buttocks down as you exhale. Remember, the back leg is very straight. Front knee is bent closer and closer to 90 degrees. The back foot is pointing gently toward the front foot, and front foot is straight ahead, parallel to the side of the mat. One more breath here. Inhale, pull the hands away from each other. Exhale, buttocks down. Now release the hands, turn the body around to face the front, and then lift the back heel up slightly. Place the palms on the floor. Bring the left foot back as you exhale. Downward facing dog. Again, buttocks lifted up, thighs pushed backwards, heels pressed down. Look at your feet. Now knees down, push the buttocks back into the child pose. This is the Balasana. Buttocks on the heels, forehead on the floor, and walk your hands out in front, away from you, so you can stretch the arms, shoulders, and the spine. And now keeping the hands where they are, keeping the forehead close to the floor, gently slide the body forward into the Cobra pose. Cobra is the Bhujangasana, where the chest is lifted up, but the navel is still on the floor. Shoulders are rolled back, elbows are bent and tucked in close to the body. Head and chest up. Let's go back to the downward facing dog. Slowly push the buttocks up, heels pressed down. From here we'll roll the shoulders forward. Bring the shoulders vertically above the hands. This is the plank position now, where the heels, buttocks, and the shoulders are all in one line. Try to push the heels back, rolling the shoulders forward, bringing the body in a perfect straight line. Strong legs, strong arms. And now knees, chest, and the chin down. Again, Ashtanga Mudra. Slowly release the abdomen down. And again, lift the head up, chest up. This time, we will stretch the elbows straight. Shoulders are vertically above the hands. Toes are pointing back. Tops of the feet flat on the floor. We'll try to press with the top of the feet. Lift the knees up. So you're trying to lift the knees up slightly, as much as comfortable. When the knees are up, still try to press the thighs down, buttocks down. Chest and shoulder lifted up. Roll back, shoulders are rolled back. And now press again with the palms. Go back to the downward facing dog. Buttocks lifted up, heels pressed down. And now lift the head up and bring the right foot forward as you inhale, all the way up between the palms. And again do the same warrior two in this side now. So come up with the back foot, the left foot flat on the ground, toes turned slightly toward the front foot, body completely parallel to the side wall. The heels, knees, buttocks and shoulders all in one single vertical plane. As you inhale, pull the hands away from each other. As you exhale, drop the buttocks down. The right knee is bent close to 90 degrees. Try to bring it vertically above the ankle. Back leg remains very straight. And now slowly release the hands. Again, turn the body around to face the front. Lift the back heel up, palms down. And then slowly bring the left foot forward. Feet together. Stretch the legs straight and bend over into the Uttanasana, standing forward bend. Bring the hands down closer to the toes, chest down. And then slowly stretch the arms straight out in front, L shape. And then as you inhale, begin to stretch up all the way. Pull the hands up and push them back. Look up. And as you exhale, straighten the body up. And finally, release the hands down. and relax for a moment now. And now we'll get ready for this balancing pose. It's called the tree pose or the Vrikshasana. So let's start with the left leg and bend the left knee. Position the sole of the left foot against the inside of the right thigh. Heel pointing up and toes pointing vertically down. Slide the heel up as high as it goes. Bring the palms into the prayer position. You'll fix your gaze at a spot in front. So you pick a spot on the floor or on the wall against you, or the wall in front of you. Maintain that gaze, and if it's comfortable, raise the arms up all the way up to a vertical position. You can keep the palms facing each other, parallel to each other, or you can join the hands together and then try to pull the hands up, further up toward the ceiling. Maintaining the gaze on that spot will help you with the balance. And at this point, bring the hands down, bring the palms in the prayer position, and finally release the arms and the legs down. And relax for a moment. Couple of breaths here. When you're ready, we'll switch to the other side. So this time the right leg up. Position the foot, the sole of the foot on the inside of the thigh. Heel pointing up, toes pointing vertically down. Knees to the outside. Palms together, and if it's comfortable and stable, you can raise the arms up. As before, maintain your gaze at a spot in front. Try to pull the hands up. Stay there for a moment. And then slowly bring the palms down first. And then finally release the hands and the legs down. And relax for a moment now. And now lie down on your abdomen, face down. Rest there for a moment or two. You can either keep the arms alongside the body, feet spread out, toes pointing away, or you can fold the elbows under your forehead, kind of making a pillow with the arms. Rest your cheek on the side. And next we'll get ready for the Dhanurasana or the bow pose. So this time position the forehead on the floor. Bend the knees and try to hold the ankles behind you. And now slowly begin to lift the head up, chest up, and we'll use the feet to pull the hands and the shoulders back, away toward the back wall. That will help us lift the knees and thighs up as well, and give a nice stretch to the shoulders, opening up this chest. Again, not overstretching, keeping the pose at a level that's comfortable for you. And slowly come down, but if comfortable, keep holding on to the ankles. Rest for a moment. And for the second effort, we'll try to close the gap between the knees and the feet, bring them closer, and come up one more time. Head up, chest up, feet pulling the hands back to lift the knees and thighs up, and also roll the shoulders back nicely. And again, slowly release the pose, come down, release the arms, rest for just a couple more breaths here. And now slowly roll over onto your back, lie down on your back for a moment, relax. And now we'll bring the feet together, stretch the arms back overhead, get a good stretch by pulling the hands back, pointing the toes away. And as you exhale, slowly come up to a sitting position. Okay, just relax for a moment. And we'll get ready for the 2 forward bending poses. Start with the Janu Shirshasana, or the head to knee pose. Keep the right leg straight in front. Fold the left knee. Position the sole of the left foot on the inside of the right thigh and slide the heel all the way back. Now stretch the arms in front. As you inhale, lift the arms all the way up. Pull the hands up to elongate the body. And as you exhale, slowly begin to bend forward. While you're bending forward, make sure your chest ends up on top of the thigh. If you're able to get to the toes, just grab the toes gently. Every time you inhale, elongate the spine by pulling the chin away from you. And when you exhale, if the body feels comfortable, you can drop the chest closer to the thigh. Just a couple more breaths here. And now as you inhale, stretch the arms straight out in front first, raise them up. And then finally, as you exhale, release the arms down. And then switch to the other side. So this time stretch the left leg straight out in front. Fold the right knee, position the sole of the foot on the inside of the left thigh. Slide the heel back. And then raise the arms up while you inhale. Pull up to elongate the spine. As you exhale, begin to bend forward. Again, as you bend forward, make sure your chest lines up on top of the thigh. Go as far as you can. Finally, drop the hands down onto the leg and slide the hands away towards your foot. If you can grab the toes, try to hold on to the toes, pull the toes back in towards you. As you inhale, pull the chin away just to feel the elongation of the spine. And as you exhale, a gentle effort, if comfortable, to drop the chest further down. And with the next inhalation, slowly raise the arms up. And finally release the pose by releasing the hands down. This time we'll stretch the other leg also in front for the Paschimottanasana, or the seated forward bending pose. So bring the feet together, legs are straight. And again raise the arms up as you inhale. Pull up. And as you exhale, begin to bend forward slowly. Initially keep the arms against the ears and finally drop the hands. Try to get closer to the toes. If the hands do not reach the toes, you can place the hands on your leg and slide the hands away towards the feet. If you are able to reach the toes, pull the toes in gently towards you. And again, the same guideline as you inhale. Elongate the spine by gently pulling the chin away from you. And as you exhale, drop the chest down to close the gap with the thighs. No strain, no discomfort should be felt. And with the next inhalation, slowly bring the arms up overhead again, and as you exhale, slowly release the arms down. Rest for a moment. And then lie down on your back And relax on your back for a couple more breaths here. We'll get ready for the Sarvangasana, or the shoulder stand. If you're not very comfortable with the Sarvangasana, you can go against the wall and use the wall for support. That might help you lift the buttocks up higher when you use the wall for support. If you're comfortable, we'll get ready for the Sarvangasana from your reclining position. So start by bringing the feet together. Raise the legs up slowly. Bring the legs up to a vertical position. Pause there. Then slowly swing the legs back overhead while lifting the buttocks up. When the buttocks are up, position the palms behind your back. And finally begin to lift the legs up, trying to bring the legs to a full vertical position. Palms are supporting the back behind you. The objective of this pose is to bring the heels, buttocks and the shoulders in a single vertical plane. But that's only the goal. If that doesn't happen, that's fine. Just do the best you can. Therapeutically considered one of the very beneficial poses, because the chest and the chin are close to each other, making it a beautiful massage for the thyroid and the parathyroid glands. So all the hormonal functions or the glandular functions, improving the blood circulation throughout the body. And in your own practice, try to build up so that you can maintain this position for almost 2.5, maybe even 3 minutes. Now we'll do a final variation of this pose. We call it the Halasana, or the plow pose. So in this position, try to bring both the feet all the way back overhead. And try to bring the feet closer to the floor behind you. If you're able to bring the feet all the way down to the floor, then you can interlock the fingers behind your back, pull the hands away from you, keep the arms on the floor. Stay in the Halasana, or the plow pose, for a breath or two. When you want to come out of the pose, bring the arms out from behind the back. Slowly begin to lift the legs up and roll the back down close to the floor. When the tailbone touches the floor, the legs might be vertical. Pause there briefly and then slowly bring the legs down. Finally, legs are on the floor. Rest there for a moment now. So next we'll do the counter stretch for the Sarvangasana, called the Matsyasana, or the fish pose. So come up on the elbows. Position the palms under the buttocks. Palms could be facing up or down, whatever is comfortable. We'll roll the shoulders back. When you roll the shoulders back, the chest lifts up. And keep the chest lifted up. Gently slide the head backwards and eventually rest the head on the floor, so the crown of the head is resting on the floor. Once you're in the final position, you may attempt to lift the feet off the floor, keeping the legs very straight. Try to lift the feet about 3 to 4 inches above the ground. And stay there for a few moments now, only if it's comfortable. And finally bring the feet down. And to come out of the pose, come back up on the elbows. We're going to lower the chin down to the chest. This is called Jalandhar Bandha, or the chin lock. And then slowly release the back down to the floor. And finally, the head on the floor. And rest there for a few moments now. Now bend the knees, wrap the arms around the knees, keeping the head on the floor. Slowly roll the body side to side. Trying to go all the way to one side and then to the other side. Do a couple of rolls, sideways rolls. And next time you're back to the center, just pause there briefly and begin to rock the body up and down now. You're creating nice rocking chair kind of a move, up and down, all the way up and all the way down. Do just a few, 3 or 4 of these moves. Finally come back up to a sitting position. And again rest for a moment, for a couple of breaths. And now we'll get ready for the Ardha Matsyendrasana, called the spinal twist. So stretch the legs out straight in front. We'll begin with the right leg. Bend the right knee and position the foot on the outside of the left knee. The foot should be flat, knee vertical. Then bring the right hand behind your body. Look over the right shoulder and wrap the left arm around the knee. And if you're more comfortable, you can press with the elbow from outside and grab the other knee. But the intention is to, or the effort is to bring the knee and thigh in close to the body. The thigh may be pressing gently against the belly, lower part of the abdomen. At the same time, the right shoulder is rolled back and you're gently looking over the right shoulder. Spine should be tall and vertical, not tilted sideways or backwards. Also, you want to make sure that you're not leaning against the hand that's behind you. That's only for very light support. And again, we'll try to maintain this pose for a duration of maybe about 10 to 12 breaths. And to come out, just twist a little more. Gently release. Come back to the center. Pause briefly. And then we'll switch sides now. So this time place the left foot. Bend the left knee, place the foot on the outside of the right knee. Again, foot flat, knee vertical. Left hand goes back behind you. Roll the left shoulder back. Look over that shoulder gently. You can wrap the right arm around the knee, or you can push with the elbow from outside to create a nice deep twisting experience. Awareness on the spine. All the way from the spine is twisted from the very top to the very bottom in a beautiful twisting stretch. Again, a therapeutically very beneficial stretch, massaging the internal organs, the liver, pancreas, and the intestines, and also strengthening the entire nervous system as it goes through the spine. And finally, twist a little more, and then just relax and release. Come back to the center. Sit comfortable, cross-legged for a moment, any position that's natural for you with the eyes closed. Get ready for the yoga mudra. So bring the hands behind your back, softly hold the right wrist and begin to bend forward now as you exhale. Slow movement. Go as far as you can. Stay there for just a couple more breaths here. Keep breathing. And with the next inhalation, slow and smooth, come back up. And at this point, we're ready for deep relaxation. So lie down on your back. Before we get into relaxation, we'll go through a sequence to tighten and tense the body up. And to do that, optionally come up into a half boat. Lift the head up and the feet up just a few inches, 6 to 8 inches above the ground. If that's not comfortable, you can keep the head down or the feet down, but just go through these tightening movements that I'm going to take you through. So first, keep the legs very straight, point the toes away from you. Stretch the arms straight out in front. Spread the fingers wide and then make a very tight fist with the hands. Open palms, tight fists. Open palms again, tight fists. Keeping the fists tight now. Keeping the elbows straight. Open the mouth, extend the tongue out and curl the tongue down toward the chin. This should help you tense up and tighten all the facial as well as the neck muscles. Try to pull the hands away from you. Squeeze the buttocks tight, thighs, knees and the kneecaps, ankles. Point the toes away. And one final squeeze. Try and squeeze every single muscle in the body in it. Tight squeeze. And let go finally. Allow the body to rest comfortably on the floor. You can spread your feet apart, almost the width of the mat if that's comfortable. Hands away from the body, palms facing up to the ceiling only if that's natural and comfortable. Head in the center, eyes closed. And just to relax the body, just go through a scan of the body from toes to head. See if you perceive any kind of tightness or fatigue in the body. Mentally loosening up, sending in a wave of relaxation to let go of any tightness, any fatigue. And as you go through the body, relaxing every muscle, every limb, different limbs of the body begin to feel slightly heavy on the ground. Just feel the heaviness of the feet, legs, thighs and the buttocks. Feel the heaviness of the entire back on the ground. Hands, arms, shoulders. And feel that subtle heaviness of the neck and the head on the floor. Feeling the heaviness of the whole body on the floor, feel that the body is fully supported by the ground and it's in a state of deep relaxation. So let go of any tightness. Allow the body to gently sink into the ground under its own subtle heaviness. And now for the next few moments, we'll just try to enjoy this very restful, very peaceful states of the body and the mind. Bring the awareness back to the breathing now and begin to breathe slightly deeper breaths, becoming aware of your pattern of breathing, and then gradually begin to stretch the fingers, curl the toes, stretch the hands, feet, arms and legs, and stretch the arms all the way back overhead, get a good stretch, and then slowly roll to one side for a moment, rest there for a couple more breaths. And then slowly come back up to a sitting position now. And we'll do a few of the pranayama practices, breathing practices. And we'll begin with another round of Kapalabhati. So feel free to go back to Vajrasana, which is to sit on the heels if that's comfortable. Otherwise, you can stay in the cross-legged position. Remember, the technique is to force the breath out in short bursts and suck the belly in sharply inwards as you exhale. Okay, let's start when you're ready. Let's exhale completely and just natural, relaxed breaths now. And next we'll practice this technique called the Ujjayi Pranayama. And just a quick overview. In this practice, we breathe in deep breaths through both the nostrils. When you finish the inhalation, hold the breath for a few moments with the chin down to the chest, called Jalandhar Bandha, or the chin lock. So you hold the breath while you are applying the chin lock. When you want to exhale, you release the chin lock, lift the chin back up, and then close the right nostril with the right thumb and exhale through the left nostril. Remember, the breaths, both inhale and exhale, are full and deep, trying to engage the full capacity of the lungs. When you inhale, start by filling the belly out. And as you finish the exhalation, suck the belly all the way back in toward the spine. So nice, deep, long breaths. So remember, inhaling through both the nostrils, then holding the breath with the chin down to the chest while you're holding the position, no breathing. And when you want to exhale, lift the chin back up, exhale from the left side. Okay, let's continue for a few more breaths like that. These are deep Ujjayi breaths. When we say Ujjayi breath, that means the sound of the breath is coming from the base of the throat. It's like the ocean wave sound or the hissing, very light kind of a snoring sound. Very deep and long breaths. Go for a few rounds, few breaths. soft, long, deep breaths. And now as you finish the next round, finish the cycle of exhalation through your left nostril. Finish that full sequence and then release the hands down and relax for a moment now. And next we'll do this sequence called the rapid breathing. In the rapid breathing we breathe fast breaths, roughly 70 to 80 breaths per minute. And we'll do that first through one nostril and then through the other nostril, and do the same technique finally through both the nostrils. The main guideline is that the breaths are very even, soft, not forced or not loud. And they are very evenly spaced. Both inhale and exhale sound alike. Alright, so we'll start by closing the right side first, and then breathe rapidly in and out through the left nostril. Remember, the speed that you're trying to maintain is roughly 70 to 80 breaths per minute at your own comfortable level. Exhale completely. Just natural relaxed breaths now. And switch sides, close the left nostril and start breathing in and out evenly from the right side now. Again, exhale completely. Release the hands. Just relax, natural breaths, couple of breaths. And then when you're ready, do the same rhythm through both the nostrils now. Again, soft breaths but fast, not forced. And finally exhale completely, and natural relaxed breathing now. Okay, and finally we'll do the practice called the Nadi Shuddhi, or the alternate nostril breathing, also called the Anuloma Viloma. And to do this practice, we'll make the Vishnu Mudra with the right hand, which is to make a fist first with the right thumb up, and the last two fingers up. The middle two fingers stay at the base of the thumb. And with the left hand make the chin mudra, which is to join the index and the thumb together and place the palm, place the hand very comfortably on your knees or your thighs. Let's begin by closing the right nostril with the right thumb and start by exhaling from the left nostril. Then inhale from the left side. Close the left with the ring finger. Exhale from your right side. Inhale from the right side. Close the right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Close the left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Close the right. Exhale left. And continue now in this manner for a few more breaths at your own pace. Remember, the technique is to exhale first from one nostril. Inhale through the same nostril. When you finish the inhalation, switch to the other side for the next exhalation. Try to maintain a uniform pattern through both the nostrils. Try to make the inhale and exhale long and deep. So you're trying to prolong the duration of each breath. And the main guideline for this practice is to develop eventually a ratio of 1 to 2 between the duration of inhalation and exhalation. So keep a count in your mind, Om 1, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4, etc. Try to build up your exhalation to approximately twice as long as the inhalation. Very smooth pattern of breathing, no force, no sound, very little sound, that of the Ujjayi breath. Full deep breaths engaging the full capacity of the lungs. Long duration breaths. Do one more final sequence now. So complete the full sequence by exhaling from your left nostril. When you finish that full sequence, then release the hands down. And then gentle, natural pattern of breathing for a moment. And now keep sitting comfortably with the eyes closed. Keep the spine comfortably tall, shoulders relaxed. Recite Om once now, so take a deep breath in. Om. Once again, bring your awareness to your breath, focusing your attention at the tip of the nose. Follow the flow of breath for a few more moments now. Again, keep the breath very gentle, very soft, very natural. Just observing the movement as you inhale and exhale. And just feeling that very subtle sensation of cooling of the nostrils when you inhale, and the subtle warmth of the air when you exhale. Subtle sensations. Awareness of the breath helps us stay in the present moment. Maintain this awareness for a few more moments. And with that awareness of the breath, you will become aware of the breath settling down, becoming very smooth, very soft, very gentle. And with some practice, you will begin to realize that the breath can become so gentle and subtle that if you were to place even the lightest of feathers at the tip of the nose, that may not even flutter. So the breath can become very soft, subtle. The yogis tell us that in the deepest states of meditation, the breath can actually stop automatically for some time. Breath has a deep connection with the mind. Remember, when the breath is soft and gentle, the mind is calm and peaceful. And now we'll close the session with the Shanti mantra. So let's bring the palms together in the prayer position. And for the Shanti mantra, inhale. Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Please lead me from unreal to the real, darkness to light, and from the fear of death to the knowledge of immortality. Peace, peace, peace. I thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this session. I look forward to receiving your feedback.